In the next 45 seconds, you'll uncover a secret that explains why your life keeps circling back, why every time you think you're moving on, you end up starting over. It's not your fault. It's not the wrong job, the wrong person, or even bad luck. It's something you were born with. And if you skip this, you might never know why your soul feels like it's on repeat, while everyone else seems to move forward. Have you ever looked at your birth year and thought it was just a number? Most people do. But in ancient Buddhist teachings, nothing is just a number, especially not the last digit of your birth year. 0 is not empty. It's the void before form. It's the womb before birth. It is sunyata, the great emptiness that holds all possibilities, the circle that never ends and never truly begins. If you were born in a year ending in 0, your soul came here with a unique assignment: to repeat what others abandoned, to complete what others feared, to return where others moved on, but with new eyes, a new heart, a new depth of awareness. And the month you were born? That's not a coincidence either. It's the activation code, the way your 0 plays out in this lifetime. 12 different months, 12 different karmic patterns, 12 ways your soul is trying to awaken through the spiral of 0. So if you've ever felt like your life isn't linear, it's because it's not supposed to be. It's a spiral. And every month tells a different version of that same ancient story. January, the silent seed. You were born in the first month, but you never liked being first. You watch, you wait, you listen before you speak. Even as a child, you felt older than your years, like an old soul wrapped in small hands. You take your time to act, not because you're lazy, but because you want it to matter. You observe people deeply. You sense the cracks behind their smiles. You prepare before stepping in, and by the time you do, everyone else is already tired or gone. But that's your power. Like a seed that sleeps through winter, you're not late. You're waiting for the right season. The world doesn't need fast, it needs rooted. And you are that root, but only if you stop waiting for perfect. But when the seed awakens, what kind of fire will it meet? February, the hidden flame. People say you're calm, quiet, composed, but they have no idea, because inside you, there's a fire, one that's been burning for years. And the saddest part? No one ever taught you how to hold it without getting burned. You feel too much. You fall in love deeply, but often silently. You sacrifice before anyone asks. And then, when no one sees, you collapse. There was a time, maybe long ago, when you loved someone with your whole being, but never said a word. You watched them walk away, and it nearly destroyed you. Since then, you've kept your flame hidden. Because if they didn't love your fire, then who would now? Your fire isn't the problem. The cage around it is. But what if the fire meets air? Not to burn, but to breathe. March, the dream walker. Your world is half here, half elsewhere. You dream with your eyes open. You see symbols in the clouds. You speak in metaphors because reality feels too sharp. Some might say you're out of touch, but the truth is, you're in touch with something most people lost long ago. The invisible. You may get lost in ideas, projects that start but never finish, relationships that feel spiritual but dissolve with morning light. Your dreams are real, but they need a home. Bring them into action. Give them a body. But once the dream walks, who lays the foundation it walks on? April, the rebuilder. You are the one who stays. When others run, you clean the mess. You build structures, not just houses or careers, but trust, safety, continuity. People lean on you, and sometimes take you for granted. You've lived through loss and disappointment, but instead of breaking, you rebuild again and again. You don't have to fix everything. Sometimes the most sacred act is to let it fall. And when the walls fall, who lights the first lamp inside the rubble? May, the light breaker. You weren't born to follow rules. You were born to reveal what no one else wants to see. You walk into rooms and shake things, not with noise, but by simply existing as yourself. You challenge people, not to hurt, but to wake them up. But being a mirror to others' denial isn't easy. Somewhere along the way, someone punished you for being too loud, too bright, too honest. Maybe it was a parent, a teacher, a lover, and you started dimming until you barely recognized yourself. But your soul never gave up. Your light isn't for decoration, it's for destruction, of lies, of masks, of stuckness. Let it shine, even if it blinds a few. And when the mirror reflects fire, what will it ignite? June, the empath mirror. You know what someone's feeling before they speak. You walk into a room and feel the sadness still stuck in the walls. You're not fragile, you're absorbent, which makes you powerful and exhausted. People confide in you, cry to you, lean on you. But when was the last time someone asked, "How are you really?" Boundaries aren't walls, they're sacred rivers, keeping your energy flowing instead of flooding. And when the mirror clears, whose face will you see first? July, the seeker. You weren't born to chase money, fame, or safety. You were born to search for truth. You feel disconnected from this world, like you're walking among people who forgot why they came. Maybe in a past life, you were betrayed by someone spiritual, a teacher, a guru, even your own intuition. So in this life, you doubt, you wander, you listen, but rarely commit. You've tasted silence. You've heard answers inside dreams, but you're afraid to fully trust again. Truth is not found in temples or texts. It's in your breath, your grief, your longing, your presence. And if you stop searching, what might finally find you? August, the bridge walker. You move easily between two worlds, the world of ambition and the world of meaning. You can lead a team, close a deal, organize a system, and yet there are nights you lie awake, wondering why none of it feels like enough. You've built a life others admire, but admiration never filled the ache inside your chest. Your soul doesn't want you to give up your success. It just wants to be invited to the table. And when your inner voice speaks, will you let it lead or silence it again? September, the wounded healer. You are the helper, the guide, the one who has it together. You became wise early, not because life was kind, but because it wasn't. You've been the strong one for so long, you forgot what it's like to lean on someone else. Healing doesn't mean never breaking. It means knowing how to put yourself back together, softer, kinder, and if you let yourself fall just once, who might catch you? October, the reflector. Your life is full of paradox, love that hurts, success that isolates, joy with an undertow of sorrow. You don't just carry your own story. You carry pieces of your families, your ancestors, even the collective pain of this world. You're the one who cries at news stories no one else notices. You've seen patterns repeat again and again and wondered, am I cursed? You are not cursed. You are the mirror, and you can choose which story to reflect and which one to end. And when you finally choose yourself, what reflection will remain? November, the karma breaker. You are the family's question mark, the black sheep, the one who doesn't fit. But that's the point. You weren't born to continue the story. You were born to rewrite it, even if it means walking alone, even if no one claps, even if they call you ungrateful, rebellious, or too much. You are not disloyal for choosing your truth. You are loyal to the future, To those who will come after, freer because of your choices. And when the path gets quiet, will you trust that it still leads somewhere? December, the finisher. You were born in the last month, and with it, you carry the energy of closure. You're not here to build something flashy. You're here to complete what others couldn't. You're the whisper that ends the storm, the exhale after years of holding your breath. Sometimes you walk away too soon because your soul knows when something is over long before your mind accepts it. Endings aren't failures. They're sacred. And you were born with the courage to let go so that something else can begin. And when the door closes, will you grieve it or bow to it? 12 months, 12 soul codes, all held together by one quiet sacred number: 0. Now you see why your life hasn't been a straight line, why you keep starting over, why no matter how far you go, it feels like you've been here before. It's not failure, it's awakening through repetition. You weren't born to escape the cycle. You were born to understand it, to soften through it, to spiral inward toward the deepest version of you. Maybe, just maybe, you're not stuck. You're sacredly being shaped. If this story found you, leave a comment below. I was born in your month, and I honor the spiral I came to walk. You can scroll on like nothing happened, or you can choose to mark today as the day your soul remembered. But this was just 0, the circle. Next, we meet the 1, the pioneer, the outcast, the lonely flame. Subscribe now, because you or someone you love may have been born to walk first and alone.